Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and we're live right now for the Julius Indongo versus Regis Prograis fight on Showbox. Right now, hold on, I'm getting set up. But right now, you got two heavyweight prospects fighting in an 8-round fight. You got Craig Lewis, a 33-year-old basketball player turned boxer, taking on the young upstart Junior Fa, who's trying to make himself a factor in the heavyweight division. He's from New Zealand. Also fought Joseph Parker, beat him twice in the amateurs, so be on the lookout for him. But give me 1 second, guys. I gotta get set up. You may or may not hear the commentary from my headphones. Let's see, we got three viewers already. What's up? Shout out to the 7 viewers in here already on True School Sports. By the way, just let you guys know who come to these live streams regularly. Like, I'm gonna be live for Mike Garcia Lipinets tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. Yo, Paul, can you see what the stream looks like? Because my computer's being slow. Yeah, but right now it's an 8-round fight. So you're gonna have this fight with Fa and what's his name? Craig Lewis. Then Ivan Baranchenko versus Peter Petrov next, and then you have the main event, which is what I know most people are excited for. But decent card by Showbox. Showbox never disappoints.
Looks decent to me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's like just slightly lagging.
Yeah.
But like nothing serious. Just like the voice doesn't exactly 100% go with it.
Yeah. Gotta get this chat box. Once I get my chat box squared away, I'm gonna be talking to you guys. So give me 1 second. But right now we're about to be in the 3rd round of Junior Fa versus Craig Lewis. So it's a good little fight so far. Craig Lewis, as big as he is, though, like he's a big heavyweight, basketball player. Looks like he could be a small forward or shooting guard. He very finesse for a guy that size, heavyweight. He seems to have an emphasis on boxing opponent. What the fuck is a chat box? Give me 1 second, guys. This is ridiculous. I hate when I call on these things, it takes so damn long to get set up. Pop out chat. See what's this whole thing about? Pop out chat. Got 8, 7. Hold on, guys. Pop out chat. Junior Falls begins to pick it up. Junior Falls begins to pick it up a little bit. They were going a lot. They were going on and on about this guy Junior Fa because apparently he's from Auckland, New Zealand, which is also where Joe Parker is from. So, I guess he beat him in the amateurs a couple times. Yeah, I think this fight for I haven't had a chance to really talk about Prograis versus Indongo. Like, it's gonna be a really good fight. I think it's actually a better matchup than the original matchup that was scheduled between Postal and Prograis. I think Prograis would have ran through Postal because I don't think Postal's hard in boxing. He hasn't been active. And Prograis can punch. He's a good little puncher. But Indongo, Indongo's hungry. Indongo lost those titles to Crawford. He wants to regain them back. And I think it's be a really, really good test for Prograis to see where he's at. I actually did make a prediction for this fight. I got Prograis beating Indongo, but you can never count Indongo out. He's a real warrior. He knows how to like for the most part. He knows how to win. We wouldn't know who he was if he didn't know how to win. So, but it's funny when you watch this fight right here. You got Junior Fa, who's from New Zealand. Dude literally has the same body type as Joseph Parker. Maybe a bit more on the muscular side than Joseph Parker, but pretty much built just like him. You want chat at? Here we go. I finally got the chat working in this damn thing. Hold on. Open in the new window. Open this shit in the new window. Live chat. Oh, this is super chat. Damn it, bro. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be a little. Let's see. My dad said watching the fights on Showbox. Absolutely, gotta watch these fights on Showbox. Decent little heavyweight fight here so far. You know, I don't really know much about Junior Fa other than what the announcers were saying. Like they were saying, like Junior Fa is apparently like really good in the amateurs. He beat Joseph Park a couple times, so this fight for him is just basically a stepping stone to greener pastures, if you will. Craig Lewis, the guy he's fighting, was a basketball player. He turned to boxing later in life because he liked the individualism of the sport. And I don't even know the records like that, but this is just what I heard. Martin Viegas says, "What up from Long Beach?" What's up, Martin? Shout out to Martin. Martin Viegas, longtime supporter of the channel. I like Martin. He's cool. Big ups to you there in Long Beach. J Ball Sir says, "What up, kid? What's up, man? You know how it is. Just a kid from Daniel, live on YouTube, as always." Now, I might get your name wrong. Adabisi Adadoyan. I don't know how to say your name. What's up? Yeah, I am watching Mike Garcia tomorrow. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys know what's just happening right now. Third round, Junior Fa, Craig Lewis.
Hello? Hello? Okay.
One thing I like about Fa so far, from what I've noticed, he's got good speed, decent speed for a heavyweight. But for those of you who can't watch, this guy is literally built like Joseph Parker, like 6'3", stocky. But I would say he's more muscular than Parker. If Junior Fa can get like real close to Craig Lewis, and get him to throw a left hook, this guy telegraphs a lot of his shots. He really does. So he can set up with a left hook. He throws a decent left hook from what I've seen so far here in round 4. Homeboy Craig Lewis looks tired already. Oh, nice right hand there by Junior Fa. Yeah. It's a good fight for Junior Fa. Like from what it looks like, because I've heard the name, but I really don't know much about. I didn't know much about Junior Fa until this fight started. Junior Fa seems like one of those fights. This seems like kind of like a fight to just build his record up, because Craig Lewis doesn't have the best footwork. It doesn't seem to really punch the hardest, but he's got a good little jab. I give Craig Lewis that. I'll probably see Junior Fa and Showbox moving forward. Let's see. Get to these comments. See what you guys are saying. What's up? What's up? But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these fights tonight and tomorrow. For those of you who may be wondering, I am going to be live on I'll be live on here tomorrow. So if you're wondering about tomorrow, I'll be here for sure. The real fight I'm looking forward to on this card is the next fight is going to be Ivan the Beast Baranchyk. Hard punching, believe 140 pounder. I might be wrong, but I think it's 140 pounds. That dude, every time I've seen him on Showbox, he comes to fight. That dude comes to fight. Really does. Swish Chris says go back to 7-Eleven. Shout out to Slick Vic, his brother and his dad. I ran into them at 7-Eleven. Good amateur fighter, Slick Vic. Go be on the lookout for him. Probably be on True School Sports soon. Had a good conversation with them. But yeah. Got that pizza? Mm-hmm. Who's fighting on ESPN in Spanish, Martin? Go Panthers, indeed. Yes, go Panthers. Gotta say that. Yeah, so round 5, Junior 5 versus Craig Lewis. This guy, for those of you guys who are not watching right now, Junior 5 being a prospect in the heavyweight division, a guy who beat Joseph Parker twice in the amateurs. He's probably one of them guys, you could pencil him in. Being he's from New Zealand and Parker's from New Zealand, and this guy's working. I'd say you give it 2 years, this guy might be a Joseph Parker opponent. I'll put money on it. Joseph Parker will probably want to get some get back, for losing the amateurs to this guy. But right now, you got Craig Lewis, who's kind of just posturing in the ring in his red trunks. There it is, Chris. There's my IG. Yo, one of the kids from 7-Eleven we were just at, they're watching live.
Oh, that's what's up.
They say go back to 7-Eleven.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. Dope. Yo, their dad has that boxing knowledge, man.
Nah, their dad does have that boxing knowledge. I gotta interview him. Craig Lewis with a nice little sneaky right hand there. Oh, Craig Lewis with a nice little left hook. Okay, Craig Lewis. Like, the dude's huffing and puffing, but he's still getting his way through these rounds, and he's got decent timing. Yeah, but yeah, both these guys' legs are very heavy. You can tell Junior Fa, he has a long way to go in the pro ranks. Like, good fighter, sneaky with the right hand, good combination puncher, but he has some development that needs to be had in the pros. Craig Lewis seems to be landing some decent shots here now. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that fight bar. That's the Golden Boy card. Oh, it's funny. For those of you who are wondering about next week, because you guys be asking when I go live and stuff, I'll probably be live next week if it's on ESPN, which I think it is. Sinisa Estrada, my homie Sinisa Estrada's fighting, so I gotta watch her fight. Yeah, Ivan Baranchyk, next fight. For those of you guys who haven't seen Ivan Baranchyk fight, like, as far as fan-friendly styles, the guy has a very fan-friendly style. He's fighting Peter Petrov, who at 140 pounds is a good little fighter, decent little fighter. So, yeah. The Indongo fight, there's a couple more fights to go. Like, you have right now we have this heavyweight fight going on between Junior Fa and Craig Lewis. Then you have Ivan Baranchyk versus Peter Petrov next, and then after that fight, which is the next fight, we'll have the main event. So if you're gonna be watching the fight here, or not watching the fight, but watching me talk about the fight here, I'll keep you up to date. But let me know for the how many people we got live right now. We got roughly 12 viewers right now. For the 12 viewers that are currently watching right now, let me know what city, what state, what continent, where you guys watching the fights from. And if you're not subscribed, go subscribe to the channel. Man, Craig Lewis is not a bad heavyweight. He's not a big heavyweight, but he's not a bad heavyweight. Craig Lewis should have picked up boxing earlier in life. He would have been all right. He's 30. Craig Lewis is like 33 years old, so he's. I don't think I don't think he's gonna be like a high level contender, but probably just be on showbox rest of his career. Thus far, he's been making decent adjustments against Fa. Fa and Lewis both have heavy legs. See, now we're seeing a little bit more movement. See, now you have Craig Lewis bobbing his shoulders a little bit. His shoulders a little bit more relaxed, and he's getting off of some effective work against Fa here in these later rounds. Now he missed that one. Junior Fa missed that right hand. Craig Lewis is not bad. Oh, he ain't gonna get a decision though. Probably be a draw, or they'll give it to Fa. But he ain't getting no decision. Fa, when he throws his jab too, it's like crazy. Like he's like his whole upper body becomes stiff right before he shoots that jab. It's not loose. He needs to loosen up. It's like dancing. You gotta be loose and creative. You gotta be loose, creative with your punches. Yeah. Oh, Junior Fa. See, that's the thing I like about Fa. He can, from what I've seen so far, even though there's lulls in the fight with him, when he does let his hand go, he can throw a 3, 4, 5 punch combination, and it can be very accurate with it. So, a good little combination there by Junior Fa. Here in round 6. I haven't even had a chance to watch every round because I was trying to set this thing up. See, if Craig Lewis could get his stamina up and he can learn how to double and triple up on his jab, I think he'd be a much more effective fighter. But he's been decent. You know, the way they were propping this fight, they made Craig Lewis seem like he was going to be walked right through. I do actually. Hold on, Chris. I'm gonna put it in the link for you if you want to watch it. Give me 1 second. Dang, Craig Lewis's coach is really letting him have it right now. Yeah, give me 1 second, Chris. I'm gonna wait till this fight's over. It's in the 7th round. There's 8 rounds, so give me 1 second. I gotta go find it. Yeah, so tomorrow, when we're live, you guys can expect my main man Alex will be here like normally for the live fight reaction videos and streams that we do, and then my dad will also be making his second appearance. So for those of you guys who are watching the Craig Lewis Junior Fa fight, Steve Farhood has given Junior Fa 4 of the 5 rounds. I thought Lewis actually won the last round, so I'd look at it more of as like a 3-2 type of a fight, 50, 58, 56, more even fight. Yeah, Chris. Before I started covering boxing, I used to cover the NBA. So Steph Curry ain't the only person I interviewed. I interviewed Vince Carter. I interviewed Kevin Walker, Al Jefferson, Ty Lawson, a lot of basketball players. Yeah, Junior Fa is definitely gassed. He needs to work on that gas tank. That is crazy. So neither, apparently, according to Steve Farhood, neither one of these fighters has ever been knocked down in the seventh. Has never been down in their whole entire career. And honestly, with both of them being as gassed as they are, I wouldn't expect either one of them to get knocked down. Craig Lewis been huffing the public since the third round. Dang, Lewis getting better at the exchanges here. Hold on, I'm trying to find this freaking interview for Chris.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You gonna do your stuff?
Yeah.
All right.
Akuma Deception says, "What is this guy's name? Free agent." Who are you talking about? Oh God, like FA free agent. That's funny. Oscar Valdez is going to KO Scott Quigg. You know what? I'm actually picking that. I'm picking that. I'm picking him for the win tomorrow. I actually have the same prediction, so I agree with you, Martin. Hopefully I get that one right. I'm actually keeping track of like how many fights I get right and wrong with my predictions here. This year I'm like I have 15. I picked 15 fights correctly, gotten 4 of them wrong, and I had a draw with one of them because of freaking Devin Alexander Ortiz. But I should have won that one. They kind of screwed me on that one. So. Scott Quigg missed weight? I didn't know that. If Scott Quigg missed weight, then damn, I'm definitely picking Valdez if he missed weight. Because, I mean, sometimes a fighter can miss weight and then just bully the other fighter because they have the extra weight, but he's not that kind of a fighter. Junior Fall now throwing some really good combinations. Freaking piecing this dude up. Let's see. Come on. Oh. Yeah, Craig Lewis has really been able to will himself through these rounds. So I got to give credit where credit is due. I mean, I didn't think the guy would be able to last as long as he has. So, you know, big shout out to him. But it's the 8th round. Junior Fall is probably going to get a decision. So.
This guy's some LeBron James on PEDs.
No. Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I should have more subscribers, Chris. But you know, a lot of those videos that I did early on that I still have up, like I think I did about a couple hundred videos before I really found like my voice on YouTube. Like, if you go watch my earlier videos, I wasn't really good at this. I was pretty bad. So it took me a while, and I'm still like improving and getting better. I mean, I'm just happy I have 11,000 subscribers because a lot of people don't even have that. So, what's up, Demise Melee FC? How you doing, man? There we go. Finally. The hell is this interview at?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yo, is that dude who made the comments like hater? Weird comment.
Who?
The one about the subscribers or whatever.
It's a dude from 7-Eleven.
My bad. So he's just saying that in a good way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Martin. They should have both gone.
I'm tripping.
Huh?
I'm tripping.
You good? I do watch soccer. Yeah, I'm a big. I mean, I had it on earlier. If you don't know, I'm a big, massive. As much as they suck and has garbage as they, I'm a massive Everton fan, Everton supporter. See, that's what it is. Mike Vick says, "What's up, BT? What's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you again, Mike Vick." So yeah, junior foul Craig Lewis just ended, so they're awaiting the decision. Did Indongo win? Indongo hasn't fought yet. There's still a couple. There's still a fight that has to take place before that fight. Did Pac-Man versus Matisse? Do you think Pac-Man versus Matisse is a good fight, and who wins and why? It's gonna be an entertaining fight, good style matchup. You know, both guys are gonna come forward. Both guys are gonna throw punches. Both can punch decently well. I ain't mad at it. It's a good fight.
Did you do your full research on that fight?
I didn't.
I saw
hey, does anybody know if that fight's official? Because I haven't even had a chance to like go look up that fight.
I heard that this is what I heard. I read very briefly that Manny Pacquiao says this is going to happen, but there's some controversy because like Bob Arum's kind of like not agreeing 100%.
Oh, okay.
Like him and Manny are like from like they should read more into it. But what from I'm hearing is that him and Manny don't seem to be like saying the same thing.
Yeah,
like, they're not
because Bob. It seems like Bob really wants him to fight on the Terrence Crawford undercard, and Manny should have to do that. That's ridiculous.
I read it has something to do with because it's official, but I heard that it has something to do with like the location. Like Bob Arum's waiting for like a certain amount of money or something, like a venue or something.
Oh yeah, because they were saying
do it in Malaysia.
Yeah, they wanted to do Malaysia
or something like that.
Enrique Luna says Sinisa Estrada fights next week. Yes, she does. And Enrique, if you haven't seen it, I interviewed her back in January, I think. February. I interviewed her recently, so if you go to my interviews playlist, go check out. I just interviewed her. We talked about her fight, her Golden Boy deal, signing with Oscar, her beef with Marlene Esparza. So if you want to hear about that, she finally broke her silence on that as well. Oh shit! Oh my god! Dang. So Junior Fall gets the decision. Didn't look the best against Craig Lewis, but I'll be having my eye out for him since they've attacking him up so much. Chris, if you're still there, that Stephen Curry interview, I got the link right here. If you want to watch it, it's right here. There's a Steph Curry interview. Go enjoy it. But it's happening in Thailand? That's pretty cool. If it's happening in Thailand, shout out to Manny Pacquiao. But you be hating on women's boxing, man. I ain't saying women's boxing is the most exciting thing in the world because really there's only maybe like I only enjoy like a couple of women's fighters, to be honest with you. But I mean there's a lot of talented women's fighters that ain't getting the publicity, so they should be getting some shine, man. I'm not saying that it's the greatest thing in the world, but there's some really, really talented women's fighters that are actually, I would say, those women's fighters that I actually enjoy watching fight more than some of the men's fighters.
Hey, this dude he called Manny Pacquiao a cherry. They cherry picked Lucas Matisse.
Yeah.
But I'm actually curious of like what he thinks about like Floyd Mayweather's last couple of fights. Was Conor McGregor a cherry pick? Was Andre Berto a cherry pick?
Yeah. Hey, so Akuma's deception were those cherry picks for Floyd Mayweather? And let me ask you a question, because I got a lot of flack for arguing this, but a lot of people thought this. Was Sean Porter's last fight against Adrian Granados a cherry pick? Was his fight against Andre Berto a cherry pick? Was Jeff Horn, Jesse Vargas, and Timothy Bradley a cherry pick? Akuma's deception said, when is Mikey Garcia gonna stop cherry picking? That's what I'm saying. Like, when is he gonna stop cherry picking? Because he's a.
I agree with Mike Vick.
Mike Vick.
Lucas is a beast, bro. That's why I'm asking that question. So
yeah.
If Lucas Matisse is a cherry pick, then what was Floyd Mayweather's last
Yeah.
Lucas Matisse is way more dangerous than Berto when Mayweather fought him, and way more dangerous than McGregor.
Manny Pacquiao can do no right. Manny Pacquiao can do no right. If Manny Pacquiao fights Lucas Matisse, it's a cherry pick. And then if he wants to fight Terrence Crawford or Lomachenko, then he's too old. He shouldn't fight them.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in his career, I think Lucas Matisse is a great fight. Pacquiao got nothing to prove, and he's fighting someone that has somewhat dangerous.
Yeah.
At this age, fighting someone that's somewhat dangerous, I applaud that.
Yeah. Manny hasn't KO'd someone in 8 years. Jeff Horn was a cherry pick and Manny lost. Jeff, maybe it was a cherry pick, but guess what? That cherry pick, Jeff Horn is a. Let me ask this question, Mike Vick. Will Jeff Horn still be a cherry pick if he goes in there and he gives Terrence Crawford a great fight, or if he beats Terrence Crawford? Is it still a cherry pick? Pacquiao is at the twilight of his career anyway, so does it really matter? I just hope he retires soon. He deserves it. You know what? In retrospect, there probably isn't nothing he does probably matters because he's already proven himself at the weight. But at the same time, like, people who act like Manny Pacquiao can't actually build upon his legacy even at this point in his career are crazy because it's seldom you see a guy in his late 30s in the welterweight division dominating and fighting top competition as consistently as Manny Pacquiao. So you gotta applaud that. Just appreciate anytime he fights and it's a big deal for boxing. Appreciate that and appreciate him for being such a great ambassador for the sport. Because he has been and he still is to this day, and he's still a big deal. Akuma's deception says, of course they were, but none of them are as shot as Matisse. Lewis looked bad in his last fight. Yeah, he did look bad in his last fight, but he's still not a bum. You're making it sound like he's fighting like Rod Salka at 147. He's not he's not fighting a guy he's not cherry picking a guy that wasn't a world champion or anything like that. Like, he's fighting a fantastic fighter. As far as the name goes, maybe not the guy. Obviously, Lucas isn't the guy he was at 140, but he's still a credible opponent. If Pacquiao beat Crawford, that would put him on my top 10 list of all-time greats. Yeah, I think if Pacquiao beats, I mean, forget Crawford for a second. Let's even forget Crawford for a second. Even if Pacquiao would have just as much as like beat Lomachenko, even without those guys, he still has a case for top 10. But I agree, like a win against one of those guys, it would probably cement him as a top 10 pound for pound fighter of all time against one of those guys. Even without that, there's an argument to be made that he already is a top 10 pound for pound fighter. And if you're going by the actual definition of pound for pound, then you can make the argument that he's probably the best pound for pound fighter of all time. I'm not saying he's the best fighter, but I'm saying in terms of moving up weight classes and being the competition he's beat. No, very few fighters in the history of boxing have done that. The only guy you can really think of that's done it like that is maybe Hank Armstrong, who was moving up 3-4 weight classes when there was only like 8 weight classes in boxing. Manny Pacquiao, 8 division champion, respect level equal infinity. Exactly. You hit the nail right on the head, Martin. And it should be nothing else but respect for that man. He was a cherry pick for Manny. Obviously, he proved he's worthy, and I think Horn will give Bud problems. And that's fair, Mike. Like, that's a fair assessment because, I mean, I hear a lot of people writing this guy off, Jeff Horn, and it's not fair. What do you guys think about Regis Prograis versus Julius Indongo? A lot has been made about Regis Prograis. I've only watched maybe like a fight or two of his. I liked what I saw when I watched the fights. I think he's a good little fighter. But this is a whole other level in class he's stepping up to in Indongo. Like, even though Indongo, I have my criticisms of him swinging wide and that he beat a bunch of C-class fighters for his world title, he's still a good fighter and a dangerous fighter for anybody in the division. What do you guys think? Julius Indongo is a really humble fighter. That's why I like him too. A very humble fighter. And that was a great body shot from Terrence Crawford. You guys remember when Terrence Crawford fought Indongo? That was a fantastic body shot by Crawford. That's funny. He's training in Nebraska now, of all places. Indongo wins. Weight bully Crawford is a molester. He is a weight bully. He's a bit of a weight bully. Like, I like Crawford, but his real proving ground for me would be when he steps up to 147. I don't want to see many lose to Lomachenko or Crawford. It won't be pretty. He doesn't deserve to go out like that. I would have preferred Danny Garcia. Probably safer fights, but I mean, I want to see him fight Crawford, honestly. If Crawford beats him, he beats him. But I don't think Terrence Crawford is going to run through Manny Pacquiao. If he does, then respect to him. TKO in favor of Indongo. It's crazy how the LDBC abandoned Indongo as soon as he lost to Crawford. That's how it works, man. Remember when like Blood Boxing and all those guys were pushing so hard for like that fight to happen because it's the biggest fight of the year because they want to undispute it, and now they don't even give a damn about Indongo. He's fighting on Showbox because there's not enough demand. Indongo is a couple of big wins away from being a Hall of Famer. You know what's funny? You might have a point because if he can beat a couple B or A level fighters, then maybe he can make a run because to pick up that amount of wins in that short a time and stay on top of this division, and it would say a lot about his career, and maybe he would have a good shot at making it if he could do that. A win against Prograis is definitely a step in the right direction. To me, there's no such thing as weight bully if you can make me. I guess you could say that, but no, there is such thing as weight bullies. But anyway, I don't want to get sidetracked. Right now, I want to let you guys know what's going on. You got Ivan Baranchyk right now making his way to the ring. Fantastic, fighter to watch from an entertainment standpoint. This is definitely the best opponent he's going to be fighting in his career to date in Peter Petrov. Peter Petrov proven, been in there with a lot of top level fighters. I'm looking forward to seeing how Baranchyk can land his power. He's a tremendous power puncher, probably one of the most underrated, unless you really follow boxing, probably one of the most underrated punchers in the sport right now. Yo. Hold on, guys. Get some pizza. I'm hungry.
Tonight, he faces the most experienced and talented fighter of his young career. So, Steve, he's the victory for Ivan Baranchyk. But he's got to set the pace back. Baranchyk has excellent stamina. He needs to use it to force Petrov to fighting a fight he doesn't want to fight.
Mike Vick believes Danny Garcia might put Pacquiao to sleep.
Unfortunately,
I agree with that.
That's actually very true because Manny's always struggled with counter punchers. Danny's a pretty good counter puncher, so I could see it. I wouldn't want to see it happen, but I'll like to see the fight.
Pacquiao could outsmart him though too.
Mm-hmm. Jacobs will embarrass the Charlo bum. Hashtag Cubs only.
Cubs?
Yeah, because you know the Charlo's saying is Lions only.
Oh yeah. Who's the Cub?
Jamal Charlo.
Oh, not because I thought a Cub was like the baby of a bear.
It is.
Oh,
it's a baby though.
Too?
Huh?
It's a lion too.
Of a bear, yeah. Oh. Yeah, so for Ivan Baranchyk, this will be a good fight for him because he's fighting a guy that, if you want to be a factor in the 140-pound division, you got to beat. Peter Petrov has fought Flanagan, Dejan Zlatikin, Maidana, and he's lost to all those guys. Never really proven himself at that top level. So this is his chance to move on to bigger and better things. So they're doing the introductions right now. Let me know what you guys think about like Peter Petrov versus Baranchyk. If you guys know anything about these guys, like I know about them, it's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, you did. Right.
Yeah, I got Prograis winning by KO. Are you talking about wait, which Mexican 160 Benavidez or Ramirez? I like Benavidez. Benavidez is I think in his last fight with Ronald Gavril, you know, he showed improvements in a major way. You know, was dominant the whole way through. He won pretty much every moment of every round. I would like to see him like in the last fight stay consistent with that jab and then work that amazing hand speed and combinations off that. But I mean, if that kid puts it all together, if he puts it all together, he has a very great chance at maybe becoming the undisputed 168-pound champion. I think he's that talented. If he can put it all together, though, it's up to him. Oh snap! This is an IBF eliminator. What the hell? Hold on, bro. So apparently this is an IBF eliminator. I didn't even realize that. This Petrov Baranchyk fight is a IBF eliminator. So that means it's an eliminator fight for Lipinets. Or the winner versus Lipinets Mikey Garcia. All right, so round one, Ivan Baranchyk versus Peter Petrov. Wait, what? He knocked this man down already. Ivan Baranchyk already knocked this man down. Hold on. I missed it. Thing was lagging. Oh, we gotta watch that again. Oh, I'm probably gonna be a little bit behind, guys, but I need to see a knockdown. He scored a knockdown in the first 10 seconds. He dropped him with a jab. That's like a flash knockdown, though. That wasn't like a real knockdown. But that's how it starts, though. He seems like he's already, I don't want to say scared, but still Baranchyk could fight. Nice jab there by Ivan Baranchyk. Nice right hand there by Peter Petrov. Barancyk's got some broad-ass shoulders for a 140-pounder. Looks like he's made out of cement. Jesus. Yeah, both these guys are jabbing well thus far. But the jab is much more important for Peter Petrov than I think it is Ivan Baranchyk. You know, Peter Petrov, he's going to want to try to outbox this man in this fight because you don't want to get into exchange with this guy. This guy's got that one hitter quitter. He's got thump in both gloves, and you don't want that smoke. You don't want it with Ivan Baranchyk as far as getting into exchanges. One thing I'm noticing is when Petrov throws his right hand, he leans his head a little forward. You need to be careful with that because see right there, Ivan Baranchyk caught him with the left hook. When he throws that right hand, he better keep that. He better not lean too forward with that right hand. He better not lean over his. If he leans over his knee, then he's gonna get hurt real bad. And right now, you got Baranchyk landing solid shots here and there whenever he opens up because he's being smart right now. Nice jab there by Baranchyk. Ooh. Yeah, I'll tell you guys this. I don't think I've watched Ivan Barancyk's last two fights. I think the last two times he fought, I haven't watched Showbox cards. But I mean, from the last time I saw him, he looks a lot better. He looks like a more developed fighter. He's a little bit more patient, jabbing a little bit more. He's not falling with his hooks. Looking like a more dangerous fighter as these fights go on. These comments. Hey, True, good to see you. What chance do you give Kell Brook at against Charlo 154? I give Kell Brook a good chance, man. Everybody's writing him off. Everybody's saying like, "Oh, Kell Brook is garbage. Kell Brook has no chance. Charlo's gonna break the other eye." You guys gotta understand something. All right, the other Jermell Charlo, the one at 154, he's not like as talented as his brother. He can box. He can definitely punch a little bit, but it's not like he has that elite power at 154. If you guys can go back to the John Jackson fight, John Jackson was having a lot of success outboxing him. And Kell Brook's jab is far superior to John Jackson. Kell Brook has a really good jab. Kell Brook is a tremendous combination puncher. And Kell Brook's a hungry fighter. Believe it or not, Kell Brook is a hungry fighter. He's gonna want that fight. He's gonna want to prove that he's the best because a lot of people are writing him off. But when you're someone who's like Kell Brook, who was champion, man, what a right hand by Baranchyk. Hold on, guys. Ivan Baranchyk just scored another knockdown. I'm gonna get back to that in a minute, but hold on a second. Let me see if Ivan Baranchyk gets Peter Petrov out of here. Second knockdown in the second round for Ivan Baranchyk. All right, so like I was saying, when you're someone who was a world champion, who's been in big fights like Kell Brook, and you have come up short in those big fights, and you were touted as one of the best talents in boxing. You were on the lower levels of the pound for pound list. To fall off the way he did in those couple fights, that has to bother him. So he's a hungry fighter with a lot to prove. And a fighter with a lot to prove who dedicates himself, who's fighting at the natural weight, is a dangerous fighter. And a fighter who is extra cocky, who really is best to win. And I don't want to discredit his win because I picked against him. But like he beat a young fighter in Erickson Lubin. Jermell Charlo, I don't think his mouth matches up with the skills. I think a Kell Brook fight between Charlo, to be honest with you, I don't think he's invincible now. The other one, that's a different story. He's a whole different beast. Yeah, it's funny. I think I've always said if him and Danny fought, I think Manny would beat him. But I could definitely see Danny landing that one punch and putting Manny out. He has that style. So You can't write him off. But it'd be a good fight. Random question, but who do you got for Stevenson versus Jack? Now, this fight right here, oh my God, Barancek is explosive. This dude's an explosive fight. I want to see him in there with the best. Jesus, this guy can really punch. Man, good jab there, but his jab has really improved since the last time I saw him. He's doubling up on it too now. Oh. What was the question? That fight right there is probably the fight that I struggle with the most, like Stevenson versus Jack, because I want to pick Badou Jack to beat. I really want to see Badou Jack win. I really think probably more than any other fighter in boxing, this guy Badou Jack has really made a career for himself. He's made quite the career for himself. After being a guy that really wasn't going anywhere. He lost to Derek Edwards early in his career. He had a very close fight on the cards, at least, with Alexander Brand, and I would like to see Badou Jack get the win because for what it would mean for his career. But Adonis Stevenson still has that thump in his left hand, and if he touches you with it, you can go to sleep. And I don't know, man. He still has enough in the tank, I think, Adonis. So I picked Adonis, but I'm really hoping Badou Jack wins. Oh no, they're not gonna make Canelo. There's no way in hell that Canelo is gonna fight Gilberto Ramirez. Too dangerous to fight, not enough money. Yeah, he's gonna stop Petrov at some point. Some point here. Yeah, I agree. You know what's funny? I don't know about Jamal. I think the Jamal fight would be a little bit of a harder fight for Kel because of him being the bigger puncher. But oh my God, Barancek. I just see, yeah, I think Kell Brook will definitely. I think for sure if they fought, I'm definitely picking Kell to beat Jermell. He's beating Jermell. He might stop Jermell. But Jamal, a little bit bigger, got a really good jab, can punch, is an excellent counter puncher, has a lot more thump in both hands. That's a much more dangerous fight. So I don't know about that one, but Jermell he's beating. Wow, another knockdown. Oh no. That's a knockdown. The hell, ref? It's a knockdown. Yo, Ivan Barancek is just putting this dude through the grinder. He's just a slow, methodical beating. If y'all ain't watching Ivan Barancek, you're missing out. Jesus. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do a video about Ivan Barancek. I want to see this. Like, if Mike Garcia plans to fight at 140, I want to see him fight a guy like this. Mike Garcia would never fight a guy like Ivan Barancek. Ivan Barancek might beat the living daylights out of Mike Garcia. Petrov, unfortunately, man, Petrov's he's been in there with some of the best, but he's got, oh my God, what a right hand counter by Ivan Barancek. Yo, this guy has dynamite in his hands and he knows how to use it. Steve Farhood saying, like, Peter Petrov's probably saying to himself, why the hell did I take this fight? He probably is saying that to himself. And I would too. Guy like this, strong, smart, knows how to use his power. It's almost like, you know what I would say? I'm gonna start calling Ivan Barancek the big red button, because that's what he is. You know, when they talk about like a nuclear bomb, like this guy doesn't just have power, but he knows how to use it, and he knows how to press that big red button and hurt you with his power. Good combination there by Peter Petrov. Even though Petrov's getting his ass beat in this fight, he's not backing up, and he's showing a lot of. Oh my God, he just pivoted. Baranchuk has really improved. I like what I'm seeing from him. I'm surprised I didn't catch on sooner. You said. All right, so round 4, Ivan Baranchuk versus Peter Petrov. Nice little right hand there by Petrov. Petrov's only hope is that this guy just gets tired and has nothing on his punches, because this dude is got dynamite. You know, I don't call him the big red button for nothing, because he knows how to use his power. Petrov is showing a real fight, though. I like what I'm seeing from Petrov. He's starting to use a little bit more movement, double up on the jab. Petrov. He's got to make sure that, like, I don't know. I don't want to tell the guy what to do, but I mean, the guy, he's in there definitely testing Baranchuk. You know, and that can be very discouraging as a fighter. When you're a guy like Baranchuk and you have TNT in both hands, you got power in both hands like this man does, and you hitting a guy with everything flush, and this guy is not, you can't finish him, and he keeps coming. That can be very discouraging for power punchers. And that's where your skills come into play. You got to have more in your skill set than just power. Oh, okay, nice combination there by Ivan Baranchuk. Oh. Oh, nice. Nice 3-punch combination there by Peter Petrov, and he's beginning to, I can see Peter Petrov, even though he's still getting hit with some shots, he's beginning to be a little more comfortable there in close quarters, on the inside. You see him throwing the 3-punch combination, ducking and weaving, slipping the punches, and he's still getting good work off. And right now, I would say this might be a swing round. He still has quite a way to go to work his way back into the fight, because he suffered a couple of knockdowns early on, but Baranchuk's punches don't seem to be having the same effect they had early, and it's about to be the 5th round. This is a 12-round fight, so Petrov could very much be in this fight. Yeah, things aren't going as well for Baranchuk as they were earlier, so he's got to make sure that, like, he can continue to do what he's doing and eventually stay disciplined, and eventually, this guy should fall. And if he doesn't, you put the rounds in the bank and you win the fight. But you stay disciplined, you don't. Peter Petrov making this dude miss. All right, this is becoming a really good fight. Let me go through your guys' comments. Why doesn't Eddie Hearn? Hold on. Eddie Hearn made Khan versus Manny, 2 past their prime guys, but could still sell a pay-per-view. I said in my video about when he signed Pacquiao, I said that wouldn't surprise me if they went that route, because it makes too much damn sense, and it was a fight they talked about in the past. Special K lost to GGG due to the eye. He will outclass Charlo, who headhunts. You know what? I would have to go back and look at some more film on Jermell Charlo, but that sounds about right. People be sleeping on Kell Brook, man. He's still got a lot of talent. There's still a lot of talent there. And I think Jermell he beats. I think he's beating Jermell. Jamal, different story, but Jermell, he can beat him. Kell Brook beat Spence at 154, in my opinion. Let's be honest, he was coming off a beating against GGG, and he was drained for that fight. That was the worry coming in. And I don't want to take that away. I don't want to take away from Spence. He won there. He did what he had to do. But at 154, I think that's a much more dangerous fight for Spence. He can't, Petrov can't get into an exchange with this guy, but he's holding his own. I thought he won the last round. And most power punchers, when they don't see you fall, they kind of get, like, discouraged. What's up, Trap Media? And no, I disagree with you on that one. There's no way in hell Jermell Charlo is better than Jamal. Jamal maybe not be as skilled as Jamal, but Jamal is definitely like he has skills of his own. You know, good jab, good boxer. You know, look at the punch he landed on Julian Williams, counter uppercut, stopped him with that counter uppercut. So he's definitely got skills, and he's a much harder puncher. So that the power is what separates the two. But yeah, round 5, Peter Petrov, Ivan Baranchyk. You know, Baranchyk still staying committed to that jab, and he's still laying some nice shots on this guy. Still waiting to see when this guy's gonna go. Petrov's freaking warrior. Oh, good move there, Peter Petrov. For you young fighters out there who are watching this fight, you know, you're watching Peter Petrov right now. You know, this is a guy Petrov who good is accurate guy, but you know, fighting a stronger guy. He's remaining composed despite being tagged with shot after shot, and he's still doing his work. He's still staying disciplined to what he's got to do. And it's a good example to younger fighters out there when you fight a stronger guy that you can't be scared of the power. You gotta be composed, and you gotta move, and you gotta do what you do in the ring. But yeah, this Baranchyk, he's very explosive athlete, puncher, and he's got a decent jab. I'd like to see a little bit more movement from Baranchyk, though. He's a little too hittable for me. You know, he's winning this fight, you know, too hittable. It's a little too hittable, and that's going to be a vulnerability that can make him, that could cost him down the road. So he needs to go back to the gym. There you go. Move your head like that. Move your head. It's crazy though how Peter Petrov's taking these shots. Jesus. I don't know how he's made it to the 6th round, but he's made it to the 6th round. Shout out to Peter Petrov. Shout out to Peter Petrov. Jermell is better than Jamal. Derek James took him to the next level. You know what? I mean, I could see that because Derek James is a hell of a trainer. Derek James is a hell of a trainer. You know, I think he's probably the most underrated trainer in boxing. Even though he won Trainer of the Year, I still think he gets underrated when we talk about the great trainers in boxing today. I don't know if I can agree with that, the fact that he's taken him to the next level. I just think it's been the right fight at the right time. If he fights Kell Brook, then I'll say, and beats him, then I'll say, yeah, he will have taken him to the next level. But I don't think he really has. True School Sports, what's up, man? Oh no, he said, who do you have in the main event? I have Prograis. I got Prograis stopping Indongo in the main event. T Bonafide says, what's up, man? Are you gonna do a round by round prediction breakdown for? Yeah, I am. Once it starts, you'll see me talking about that fight. It's kind of the same way I am with Baranchyk and this guy. It's a very good fight. Very good fight. L Frame, what's up, man? Or E Frame, I should say. I don't know. I don't know why that's the case on the West Coast. But I want to get back to this Peter Petrov fight because apparently, from what I'm hearing in my headphones, sounds like some good exchanges. You see right there, like Baranchyk just like he telegraphs that right hand, and you know there's some thump on the right hand, but when you fight a more experienced, higher quality fighter with some punching power, he'll counter off that and really hurt you. So he needs to really not do that as much. But one thing I like that Baranchyk does is like he changes levels really well. He doesn't stay in the same spot. He's not just straight up. He's boom here. You know, he's got good movement. I think he's a Russian too. He doesn't move like a Russian fighter. Because, you know, most Russian fighters, they say like, oh, they're stiff and whatnot. But he's very light on his feet. Very light on his feet. But it's the 6th round, and the guys hit Petrov with everything but the kitchen sink. So if you're Peter Petrov, you gotta be feeling pretty confident about like where you're at in the fight right now. Yeah, I think Belichick needs to go to the body more, like Steve Farhood just said. Like, and if he can if he becomes I think if he can become one of those guys who becomes a great body puncher, I think that's the difference between him being like a guy who just holds a trinket and maybe challenges for like a world title and being a dominant champion. He becomes a great body puncher with the athleticism and the jab and the punching power and the movement he has. I think Belichick could maybe one day got a chance to be a dominant champion, but he still has a lot to work on. Go. Oh, he pushed. That was a push. Oh, they really call that a knockdown? That was a push. That should be a knockdown. BS. Anyway. All right, so Peter Petrov has made it to the 7th round somehow. Shout out to Peter Petrov. Let's see. In your opinion, is there any trainer that could pull the potential out of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.? I don't know. I can't really think of it. I think he's peaked. I think once he beat Andy Lee, that was a highlight of his career. It's not getting any better than that. Too soft. I agree. I don't like calling fighters soft, but I just don't think he has that mentality. Maybe it was late reaction, but who knows? He lacks the fundamentals, but hits like a mule. He does like some sort of fundamentals, but he tries. You know, he has a good jab. He moves decently well. He's an explosive athlete. He knows how to feint a little bit here and there. He's not a bum by any stretch of the imagination as far as fundamentals. Like you see right there, like he does like fundamentals. He swings a little wild sometimes, but like you see how he doubled up that jab right there. That wasn't like so that's fun. Like those are some fundamental things that he does well. Like his jab, I think he's got a decent jab. Good jab actually. He's got a good jab. I don't want to say decent. He's a good jab. Because if he wouldn't be able to land a lot of the punches he's landing if he didn't have a good jab to set those punches up with. So he's got to have a good jab to set up to land as much as he does. The combination there by Belichick. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with you. I think he has decent fundamentals. I think he has a good jab, and he moves pretty well. Yeah, this is a guy that I want to see in there with some of the top 140 pounders because, barring anything crazy, I think I won this fight. And if Mikey Garcia plans to fight at 140, which I'm very sure he does at some point in the future, when this guy gets a little bit more up there, I want to see him. I want to see him call this guy out the same way he did with what's his name, Lipinets. Do any of you guys think Mike Garcia is gonna lose Lipinets? I think Lipinets, because I was watching my boy NBT Boxing. Oh, nice right hand. I was watching my boy NBT Boxing's video today about that whole fight, and I think if he can get Mikey into the later rounds and hit him with some body shots, because he can punch the body really well, he can fold him up. I can definitely see Mike Garcia quitting. He did it in the Salido fight. Got bailed out. Oh. Yeah, one thing that's great about Baranchek is his obviously his power, good speed, but I like his work rate. He has a good work rate. There's not a lot of lulls, even though he punches like really hard and he throws a lot of really hard shots. There's not a lot of lulls when he's fighting, which I think is good. Because if you have that kind of power, you wanna be on someone constantly. Tomorrow, Valdez is going to run through quick. I think he's gonna beat him. I don't know. I am behind in the chat. I'm doing things a little differently tonight. John Boxing is here. Shout out to John Boxing. I am way behind in the chat. I'm just like slowly going through it. I'm telling you, if he gets into that later rounds, Mike Garcia could fold up if Lipinets really makes that man to dig deep. I don't think he really has it here. I think he's got it here, and I think he's got the boxing here. I don't think he has it here. I don't think he has that fire. He's like he's a businessman. Too much of a businessman. I still think the Lipinets fight's a massive cherry pick, though. I do think that, though. Considering his options, it's a cherry pick. Oh, they stopped the fight? Oh, wow. So, a knockdown that could be questionable, but Ivan Baranchek here gets the stoppage over the very, very tough and honorable Peter Petrov. So, good win for Ivan Baranchek. Gets a good win over a former world title challenger at the weight. And as far as 140 goes, you know, it'd be good to see him in there with some top guys. Maybe down the road he can get the winner of tonight's fight or the loser. Who knows? And this is the IBF eliminator, so he's positioning himself to maybe get a shot at the winner of Lipinets versus Garcia. And Lord knows, I like to see a guy like this fight Garcia. Garcia get knocked upside his head. John Boxing. Shout out to John Boxing. He says, yes, obviously. Of course he picked Lipinets because of that, Martin, because he's a businessman. Yeah, he does lose his balance, but he needs to work on that and his body punching. He can do that, then, you know, I think he'd be a really good fighter. Nah, Trap Media, the fight, like, it's a cherry pick. Sergey Lipinets struggled with Akiri Kondo his last fight. And he's accomplished less in boxing than Amir Imam, okay? Best win is Walter Castillo. Has less quality wins on his resume than Mir Imam. And I'm not saying he doesn't have skills and he's not going to compete, but like it's a cherry pick considering that he had the Linares fight on the table, he had Lomachenko, he had Robert Easter, you had options there. You know, he had more options than that. The great John Boxer, the Mikey is slowly getting back to where he left off. I mean, hopefully, man. Hopefully at some point he actually gets to where he was. Pretty confident about Mikey winning. I picked Mikey as well. But I'm going for Lipinets. I'm not going to be surprised if Lipinets goes in there. You know, let's say he hits Mike, but let's say early on he hits Mikey with some good body shots, gets his respect early on, and Mikey has to box from the outside, and you got Lipinets just cutting the distance down and chopping him down to the body. You know, late rounds, if he's hurting Garcia in the late rounds, I see Garcia folding up. I'm not picking him to lose, but I'm not going to be surprised if it happens. Mike Vick asks, where has Victor Postal been, BT? Well, he was supposed to fight tonight against Prograis, but he pulled out. So, I don't know. I think his career is over. I mean, he's lost to Crawford. We haven't heard from him since. And usually, if you're 1 foot in and 1 foot out in boxing, you're basically retired. So, what it is. Vegas stopped the fight. The Rogu. You're right about that. I actually do have to watch more Sergey Lipinets fights, but from what I've seen, like he's a good fighter. But I mean, come on, guys. Do you really think it's the best option Mikey could have picked? Mikey will never go to 147 because he's too damn small. Have you ever seen how small he looks compared to Danny Garcia? And he's not the type of fighter where he's so skilled he can overcome being small. Like he's not like Evander Holyfield was or like that. He's small at 140, like my man Fresco said. He's small at 140. Mikey doesn't even want to work at 135, let alone 147. If he goes to 147 in 2019, he's getting stopped by the first top-level fighter he fights. I'm sorry. First top-level fighter he fights, he's getting stopped. He don't have it. He don't got that dog in him. I'm trying to tell you guys. Don't be surprised. I'm picking him to win tomorrow, but don't be surprised if Mike Garcia somehow gets those later rounds and Lipinets starts hitting with some body shots and he folds up. I'm telling you. But he should win. All in all, he should win because Lipinets, although he's a good... What? I didn't know that. So apparently Christina Hammer and Clarissa Shields, for those of you like women's boxing, are fighting April 28th on Showtime. I didn't know that. I got to interview Clarissa Shields soon. She's the homie. Yeah, but no, Lipinets, I don't know, man. Like he's very hittable. He's definitely a guy that can get outboxed. But I'll tell you one thing tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna be behind Lipinets 100% tomorrow. I'm behind him 100% tomorrow. I hope he wins. And then if he wins, I hope at some point when my boy Adrian Granado starts fighting at 140, I hope they fight each other because they're both signed to the same management team. So I'd love to see Adrian Granado fight Lipinets and beat him. I mean, it's not a hard. I mean, I got Mikey too. No, it's not. There you go. My man Akuma's Deception is telling you guys. I bet you $1,000, Mikey, that Loma makes. Yeah, Lomachenko. I agree with you. Lomachenko will make that boy say no mas. Easy work. That'd be easy work. You know what's funny? I don't think that's a competitive fight at this point. Honestly, I legit don't think it is. Mikey was smoked. He's too stiff for Lomachenko. Did you watch Lomachenko versus Zappo? I actually didn't watch that fight. I've only watched maybe like 3 or 4 lip minutes fight. I watched Kondo. Hold on, let it be Indongo. I want to hear this. So Indongo Prograis will be really soon. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. But let me get back to these comments. Mikey got underestimated power. Who is he knocked out? Like, since he came back? Zlatikin? Are you serious? Is he serious? Zlatikin? Come on, man. Put him in there with Baranchek, Imam, Prograis. They all beat him. All of them. Yes. See, my man Akuma's deception. This boy understand boxing. Like, Lomachenko, as crazy as Lomachenko is, he has a better chance at 147 because of the athleticism, because of the skills, because of the speed, and most importantly, because of the intelligence that he has, the boxing IQ. Mikey Garcia boxing IQ ain't on the level of Lomachenko. It was KO of the year. Was it? That was my KO of the year. Boy, Josh Greer versus freaking what's his name? Gordon on Showbox. That was my KO of the year. That was your KO of the year. F that. Was it KO? All jokes aside, was it KO of the year though? Like by who? Regis Prograis says he's going to be the kingpin at 140 pounds because his swag is too high. Swag don't win you championships, boy. I like Prograis. I like his attitude. Regis Prograis got a good attitude. I like his attitude. I like Prograis saying right now. Prograis sounds like he's got a good head on his shoulders. I like him. All right, so moments away from the main event. Let me get back to these comments. Let me see what you guys are saying. Lomachenko, by the way, if Lomachenko is in no way, shape, or form a hype job. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. That is crazy talk on this channel. You want to go? You want to talk about hype job? Be Lomachenko being hype job. Don't be here. Go to Dante's Boxing Nation. Go to Boxing Ego or something like that. Because this ain't the place for it. That dude is out of this world talent. Indongo's calmness will tame Swaggy. We'll see, man. I mean, it's definitely a good fight. It's a good fight. Prograis sounds nervous. It's true. It's very. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's nervous. Maybe he's not. I mean, every fighter gets nervous, right? So it's not about nervousness. It's how you use that nervousness, right? G Boogie says, "That's right. Tell him that's why I don't win you fights. PEDs win fights." Ask me. Well, that's messed up. It's funny though. Why is it so far-fetched for Loma to fight at 147 when Mayweather Marquez and Pac-Man fight at 147? Y'all are delusional, real talk. It's funny too because I actually made a video about this too. I said, look, Lomachenko has the skills, he has the pedigree, he has everything it takes to go as high as 147 and start beating dudes, top dudes too, winning titles. Like I think he's that damn good. So we'll see in time. You know, he's still that might be a ways away, but I'll love to see that at some point. I'll come back as soon as Lomos fights someone. So Ephraim, all of a sudden Nicholas Walters, Guillermo Rigondeaux, Gary Russell Jr., Jason Sosa, all of a sudden these guys are nobody. Salido is nobody, even though he lost it. Salido is nobody. All these guys are nobody. They were all somebodies until Loma fought them. Now they're nobodies. See, now that Martin Vegas made a good point right there. That might be why he never goes 147. But you know, I can make the point that his age actually is why he might go to 147 because generally you put on more weight as you get older. So it might actually be a pretty smooth transition. But I don't want to get into Lomachenko. We're gonna let Indongo. We're gonna let Prograis have the night because right now Indongo's walking to the ring. He's got his Namibian flag clearly behind him. Looking to get back on the path to greatness, you know, in the 140-pound division that's reshaping itself. Gonna be a good fight. So shout out to everybody that's watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go subscribe. Got good stuff coming up on True School Sports. You know, but it's been a good week. There's been some been a lot of good stuff. A lot of you guys have been telling me you've been enjoying what I've been putting out there. So, you know, I really appreciate it. Yeah, a 40-year-old past his prime, but I thought he was on the pound for pound list. I thought he was one of the best fighters in the world. Now he's past his prime, but before he was good. He was Rigondeaux was this great fighter before Lomachenko fought him. Mike Vick, if you go on my channel and you click on the PayPal link, that's how you can donate to me. And if you don't want to donate that way, you can go. For those of you asking if you can donate, if you click the super chat button, you can donate via super chat. So it should be right there in the chat, right below the chat. There should be a big money sign. That's super chat. So if you want to donate, go ahead and do that. What the hell is Prograis wearing for a mask? So yeah, Regis Prograis making his way to the ring. He's got some sort of like Seminole tribe Indian mask on. He looks like the werewolf, and he looks like he's chief of the Miccosukee tribe or something. But Prograis in the ring, Indongo's in the ring. We're just moments away from the fight. So once it starts, I'll give you guys the breakdown. But yeah, Mike, I hope I answered your question. The way you donate is you go to the super chat right here, or you go on my PayPal account. You go on my channel, click the PayPal button, and you can donate that way. And then I'm gonna have a Patreon page soon, so you can also donate to that once I get that up. The Indongo fight's actually about to start right now, like literally like right now. Boxing #1 Sports says Loma versus Rigo versus Floyd Marquez. You know, I'm not mad at that. You know, if you want to make that comparison, that's fine. But I think it's a bit unfair. But yeah. Yep. So right now they're doing the introductions for the fight. So once the fight starts, I'll start commentating and whatnot. Jab by jab. Yeah. Yes, North Pro. Yes, jab by jab. Because I'm actually kind of excited for this, but I want to see what Prograis looks like. I want to see where Indongo's at. I keep forgetting they're fighting in South Dakota. It's crazy. Shout out to my girl Stephanie Trapp in the ring. Trap photos. Go follow her on Instagram. She out here grinding. Always see at these damn fights. Jesus. One of the best photographers in the boxing. Maybe the world. Who knows? Yeah, so right now they're doing introductions, so I'm just going to talk to you guys until the fight starts. Indongo. I still have Indongo. Yeah, so you know what? Is Ron Harper Indongo's trader? That's funny. Blue Machine. All right, so Julian Indongo's in the ring. Black trunks with the blue trim. Looking slim, lean, and mean, ready to fight. Regis Prograis. We got Regis Prograis with the black trunks, gold trim, 20 wins, no losses, 17 knockouts from New Orleans and Louisiana. Looking to become the first champion from the city of New Orleans in 55 years. So he's got the weight of the city on his shoulders, I guess, if you want to say. And biggest fight of his career. So Regis Prograis. When my boy Adrian Granados comes out of hiding and he starts fighting at 140 against all and he starts calling these top guys out, I hope they don't duck him. So Indongo looks significantly bigger as far as his height, his reach. He looks focused. He looks like he wants to kill Regis Prograis. Prograis is looking down at the ground right now as the referee's giving them the instructions. Let's see what happens, man. So tail of the tape, Regis Prograis, 5'8", 67.5-inch reach. That's how he's coming in tonight. Indongo, 6 feet tall with a 72-inch reach advantage. So he has a 2-inch height advantage and a roughly 4.5-inch reach advantage. So Indongo's got to really use that jab. Obviously, there's no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Only the ref can stop the fight. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell, and the fight becomes official after 4 rounds. So here we go. Round 1, Regis Prograis, Julius Indongo. Indongo coming out, throws a pawing jab. Really doesn't land. Prograis. Prograis shelling up as Indongo throws a jab. You know, Indongo wings a couple shots. Some of them graze Prograis, but nothing landing too crazy yet. Indongo really boxed on his toes, really trying to look like he's going to exploit the height advantage using that jab. Thus far, Prograis, he's been throwing some. He's threw a couple of jabs. He's trying to get in. He's trying to get beyond that reach of Indongo, so he can do his most effective work, which is to be to the body. He landed a nice little body shot there, Prograis. Good jab there by Regis Prograis. Indongo don't want to fight that on the inside. He don't want that smoke. Right now. See, every time, the thing is, too, Prograis has only landed maybe like 2 jabs, but both times he landed a jab on Indongo, he's knocked him off balance. Looks like even his legs have went. So, and Indongo seems to be one of those fighters. If you can hit him square, if you get him hard early, you can really do some damage to him. Prograis still has to be smart, though, because Indongo does have some thumb on the left hand of his. Good jab there from Indongo. It's a good round so far for both fighters. You know, Prograis had his moments, but I think Dongo's been maybe landed a couple more shots. Yeah, that 1-2 is working really well for Indongo. Yo, see, Prograis for the third time in this round, he just knocked Indongo off balance with a jab. But see, once he throws that jab, when he hits him, when he falls off balance, then Indongo's gonna, or Prograis have to follow up with that. He can't just sit there and just look at it and admire his work. But it seems like he's already hurt Indongo. Indongo's already kind of like doing the stanky leg with his front foot. He's backing up. Oh, nice body shot there by Prograis. Oh my God! And Prograis scores a knockdown at the end of the round. 10-8 round for Prograis. Yeah. So Indongo makes it out the round, but he literally gets dropped at the bell. That was like the closest thing to a buzzer beater you'll see in boxing. Looks like Indongo. Honestly, when you get hit with jabs and you're reacting to them the way Indongo has reacted to them thus far, he has to be weight drained. And if not, then it just means that this dude has a really hard jab. So easy round, 10-8 round. Indongo leaving the chin out. Down goes Indongo. Yeah. Yeah, see, that was a funny round because Indongo seemed to be getting off better punches early on, and then Prograis kind of grew his way into that round, landed some jabs here and there that knocked him off balance, seemed to hurt him, and then he put an exclamation point on the end of the first round with the knockdown. So, I'll score that 10-9 because I had Indongo winning before that happened. Wow, Prograis knocks him back again. Prograis really put it on this dude. Yo, if Regis Prograis throws an overhand left, he's gonna really hurt this dude. All right, so round 2. Indongo has to grow his way into this fight. He's throwing a lot of winging shots. Yeah, thus far, Prograis showing good patience, decent poise. He's walking him down. He's showing that he's real relaxed with his shoulders, looking to counter off anything Indongo may miss. Oh, nice left hand there by Indongo. Indongo has been finding a lot of success with the left hand to the head early on. Good jab there by Indongo. Prograis trying to work on the inside. Indongo pushes him off. They work their way back. They work their way back to the center of the ring, and Indongo's moving backwards. Prograis ties him up. He's trying to work on the inside. Really get off some good shots. Trying to make this man who looks like he needs a sandwich feel like he don't want to be in the ring. Oh, nice body shots by Prograis. He's looking right now. Prograis, even though Indongo's doing some good work here and there, Prograis is looking like he's the one who's larger than charge. He's looking like he's the one that wants this title. Nice body shot again by Prograis. Prograis looks like he's trying to go to Terrence Crawford route, stop him with a body shot. In close quarters, Indongo's in very much in trouble because he seems to have problems throwing a jab or extending with anything. Oh my God! And a left hand knocks Julius Indongo to the canvas. And I was telling you guys, if he throws over left hand, he gonna hurt Indongo, and he knocked him on the canvas for the second time already here in the second round. Indongo says he's good. There's 30 seconds left. Prograis is going for the stoppage. Oh my God! He stopped him. Wait, did he stop him? Did he stop him? No, he just knocked him down. But he's having fun. Prograis having fun out there. Indongo wobbly on his legs. He says he's good. He's walking forward. 13 seconds left here in the second round. Prograis is going for the gusto. 10 seconds left. And down he goes again. And the referee has stopped the fight. Regis Prograis makes easy work of Julius Indongo, stopping him faster than Terrence Crawford did. So great win for Prograis. Indongo, man, what a not a good showing from him. You know, he really trained hard for this fight. And Prograis has announced himself to the world. He's announced himself to the 140-pound division, saying that I'm the best in 140. Ain't no one effing with me. I'm the best in this. Man, Prograis looked good tonight, but I'm not gonna lie. I really didn't rate Julius Indongo highly to begin with, so it's like I knew it was coming. I want to see Prograis. If my boy Amir Imam can get the W next week, I'd like to see him there with Amir Imam. Good performance though from Prograis. So I'll be waiting for the post-fight interviews if they have any. I'm gonna go to the boxing on Golden Boy card, and I'll continue to talk to you guys. Yeah, like I don't know what it is, man. Like freaking every fight, like both fights Indongo's had in the States. He's fought 6 rounds in the States. He's been stopped twice. I agree with you. He looks like he's a little shook too. Yeah, Indongo look mad fragile. I'm telling you, this man needs to move up. Man, so that was easy work. So I got that prediction right. So I think my record in predicting fights this year has now improved to 16-4-1. So True School Sports is 16-4-1 in fights he's predicted this year. I got that one way too right. Knew it was coming. Yeah, he needs more protein shakes. That's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Golden Boy in a minute. I just want to see if Regis Prograis has anything to say. And it's funny, man, because he might be fine. He's probably gonna fight the winner of he's gonna fight the winner of Imam Ramirez next week, and so hopefully it's Amir Imam, man. I want to see Amir Imam do well in boxing. He's a friend of the channel, you know, so I'll pick it to win, by the way. So Rougarou, shout out to Regis Prograis, WBC interim champion for now. Yeah, he's definitely a player in this division. There's no doubt that Regis Prograis is a name in the division. He's someone that if you're at 140, you're trying to do some big things, you got to come see him. You know, he won there tonight against Indongo, a guy that was a former unified champion. Even though, you know, I've gone on what I've said about that, Prograis won in there and demolished him. Worse, easier than Crawford did. All right, so post-fight interview. I'm actually gonna let you guys listen to it.
After the first first round, I felt his punch.
You guys hear it?
He couldn't hurt me. I got a little reckless, but you know, I got the job done, so I can't complain.
Regis, you said to us before you wanted to show sides of yourself that perhaps we hadn't seen on Showtime before. I think you did that, no?
No.
You had to come forward.
That second round knockout, I did that before, but you know, I haven't been able to show my full arsenal yet. As far as my defense, as far as my footwork, you know, I didn't do it yet because I haven't had an opponent that can bring it out of me, you know.
So stop scoring such quick knockouts.
I mean, shit, I get paid the same thing for first round or 12th round, so I might as well get them out early.
You knocked him down with a jab at one point, but in the second round, all of a sudden, you two were fighting on the inside. Yeah. To me, that was a sign that you were in total control because you were banging the body. And at that point, did you sense that it wasn't going to be long?
Yeah, I felt it wasn't going to be long. Like I said, I felt his punches, they didn't hurt me. And I mean, I got a little reckless, but I know I can walk him down, and that was it.
You scored a bunch of knockdowns. Take a look at our little monitor here, and you'll see a highlight package of your work. This is at the end of the first round.
That overhand left he landed was nice.
Round 2 combination.
That left hand was nasty.
And now round 3. You know, the referee, the final knockdown came just before the bell.
Damn, this sucks, man. Julius Indongo. Ugh, I don't know what's gonna happen to his career.
But I mean, this dude is a former 2-time world champion, and I got him in. Terrence Crawford knocked him out in the third. I got him out in the second. I had to come make a statement. The 140-pound division is mine. It's nobody that can mess with me. They know that. I know Amir Khan and Ramirez is fighting next week for the official belt. It should be mine. I got this belt. It's cool though. But these dudes not gonna fight me. Postal, I know why you didn't fight me now. You see why you didn't fight me.
Well, the spotlight in boxing is on the 140-pound division this weekend for sure.
It's definitely gonna be mine. You know, I'm gonna go to the Mikey fight tomorrow. I'm gonna fly back and then go to San Antonio. I'm gonna go to that fight, see how that's looking. Then we gonna go to New York go to New York for the official WBC title.
All we could say is we can't wait to see you again, maybe a little longer next time, but fantastic performance and good luck in the future, Regis, in the 140-pound class. Back to Barry.
All right, so Regis Prograis delivered a statement victory. Man, great performance from him tonight. So big shout out to Prograis. I'm gonna go to Golden Boy now. Let's see what's popping off over there on ESPN. So we keep boxing on here. We want to see what's going on all boxing. I'm genuinely hoping, man. Like, I wish Prograis the best. I think he's a good fighter. He went in there and he proved his mettle tonight. I genuinely hope my boy Amir Imam win that fight next week because I like to see Amir Imam get in there with him, and you know, hopefully none of these guys dump my boy Granados. Like I was saying, man, my boy Granados coming back soon. So you guys be on the lookout for Adrian Granados, Chicago. All right, so hold on. Let me get to this ESPN card. That's so true. He said Indongo went from outboxing Ricky Burns in almost every round to looking like a zombie in his last 2 fights. Jesus. I am a little behind. I'm trying to get to this damn Golden Boy fight right now. Shit, it's 12. It's midnight already. It's late. So we got some guy named Rocha and some guy named Dumas. Can you guys fill me in on who the hell is fighting right now on Golden Boy if you're watching on Golden Boy? I might actually just I'm probably gonna get off. I'm probably gonna get off this, guys. I gotta be somewhere like in the morning tomorrow. Let me see. How many viewers you got right now? You got 21 viewers. So you know what? Hey guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta really get out of here. It's been a pleasure being on live with you guys tonight. But I'm gonna get off. Thanks for being on. Make sure you come tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna have a much more jam-packed coverage of Valdez Quig as well as Garcia versus Lipinets. So I plan on doing my pre-fight coverage roughly an hour or so before the fight. So if you're going to be in the area, if you're going to be on YouTube, if you can't watch the fight, if you're at work and you need a way to watch the fight and hear about them, come here on True School Sports. Go subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll definitely be in touch with you guys tomorrow. So like I say in every video, man, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.